hopefully that holds up fairly well. So, wasn't scheduled to stream. Didn't think about it until, whatever. I'm trying to push to get my, I want to try to get affiliate. So, I know I didn't want to get it, and then there's times where I thought about getting it, I wanted to keep up with it, and it seems I draw more of a crowd when I do cooking streams. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do today. I'm going to stream making supper tonight. So tonight is S.O.S, otherwise known as shit on a shingle, and I've got some sweet corn that one of the ladies at work gave me. So it'll be just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands, and we're going to start peeling the sweet corn. It'll be the first thing I work on tonight, just because everything else doesn't take forever to do. And I just got soap in my eye. Phenomenal. So I finally figured out how to do the alerts and everything on the mobile. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be talking about, if I'm going to be talking at all, in all honesty. I don't know much about what else is really going on today. So first thing I got going on here is we're peeling this sweet corn. I'm just going to go ahead and put it all on a paper plate because I don't feel like doing 100 dishes or so here tonight once this is all said and done with. And like I said, this is something that one of my coworkers gave me. She has a friend of hers back home who, I guess he's like some kind of millionaire, but he grows sweet corn and he just kind of like gives it away. So there's an easier way to do all this crap, I'm sure of it, but I'm just gonna go my own way on this. Like I said, I'm trying to push towards getting an affiliate. Hey Wire, do you want to set earbuds so I don't bug you? No, you're not. But I'm just curious if my occasional droning is going to be an issue. You're good. Okay. Fantastic. Dropped a chunk. I think I'm going to need a bigger plate. So far, all this corn's looking pretty good, in all honesty. And actually, I've got some corn growing outside of my house here, too. Not that we're going to be able to eat any of that, because I'm sure it's all ate up by bugs already. It's just a volunteer corn stalk that grew up, like, literally right up against my house. So, the interesting thing is that this was all thanks to my, like I said, my coworker who gave me all this corn. Put a bug in my ear, and hopefully I don't find a bug in this ear, with regards to shit on a shingle. And it's been a very long time since I've had it. And I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with what it is or not. So basically, shit on a shingle is... There's actually a small bug in that ear. So we got some dry beef. We're gonna shred it up a bit, and we're gonna fry it in a pan. We're gonna make gravy with it, and we put it over toast. And that's why it's called shit on a shingle. Well, that's where the shingle part comes from anyway. So I'm just kind of looking forward to making some sweet corn too. It's been a long while. Of course, I'm struggling now with getting all the silk off the corn. And there's got to be an easier way. So we're just kind of going to go with this. I do a heck of a lot better when I advertise that I'm doing stuff like this, as opposed to just randomly streaming on my own. There he goes. So I've still been patiently waiting for some of my mail that hasn't even shown up just yet. And it's been like 10 days more than it should have to actually like get here. So I've talked to the people at the post office and I said, hey, listen, I've got my tracking number. This is supposed to have been delivered already. And there's actual fucking worms in here. God, that's fucking gross and horrifying. I'm actually kind of mortified right now because of that. I don't even really want to fuck with that piece. Gross. So they hadn't made it like super far into it, but still, that's pretty nasty. Cosmic Rubio, hello! Yes, making sweet corn! And S.O.S, which is short for shit on a shingle, if you've ever heard of it. I'm having a fun time trying to keep all the silk off there. I think I'm just going to call it quits on that one. I need to wash my hands, though. That was very, very disturbing and gross and scary. Just kind of disgusting. Okay, so this is the last ear of corn we're going to use tonight. Hopefully, we don't find too many more bugs. I feel like I ought to call it quits, but the recipe called for 6, and that's what I had setting out here. Looks like we are in fact going to have bugs in this one as well. And the only good bug is a dead bug. So we're going to get this all cleaned up. So as soon as I get this started, you get the water started boiling and everything, that's when I'm going to go ahead and start working on my S.O.S, my actual shit on a shingle. So I wish I hadn't torn that top chunk off there before I went ahead and started peeling some of the silk off of this. Amateur cooking streams because amateurs are amateurs. Which is fine. The only person that really got to suffer with regards to eating all this is just me anyway. Well, me and Wired anyway. Poor bastard. Alright, so we've got the corn taken care of for the time being. Next step with regards to that is I'm going to get my pot filled up. I'm going to boil some sugar in there with it. And go from there. I'm going to wash my hands one more time. While we set that to fill, get these dried off quick. So there's some simple things about S.O.S. It's not very complicated at all. I got my recipe right here. 4.5 ounces of dried beef, 2 cups milk, 2 tablespoons butter, 1/4 cup flour, salt and pepper, and 6 slices bread. So this is actually a really easy recipe, which is just, oh, I let it fill too hard. All right. Go ahead and get that started over there. And I'm going to wipe down my counter quick, try to stay ahead of the curve, because I'm really terrible at that normally. So, Cosmic Rubio, how are you doing today? I forgot to ask that. Your internet holding up right now? I'm hoping so. Alright, so calls for dried beef. I've just got Hormel dried beef. We're going to be using this. It's 4.5 ounces, and because this container is 5, I'm not going to do just a half. So I tell you what, I'm going to do the entirety of it. Call that guy. Alright, well, I'll have to do that later, according to the text message. So, how exactly does this come off? I feel like I'm being stymied by a glass jar. I am definitely being stymied by a glass jar. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that at all. Alright. That's it. My hand's been forced. How exactly? Boy, I feel dumb. I wish I knew how to open this. What the hell? Some stupid shit that I'm in right now. Do you have any idea how to open this? Sheer brute force. My fucking fingernails in the way here. Alright, well, I had to have somebody off screen help me open this because I'm apparently a pussy. You drip water all over the place, bud. Alright. Let me get my sugar and lemon juice all... Wait. Yeah, sugar and lemon juice for the water over here on this end. So there's not much going on otherwise. So with S.O.S, you're supposed to apparently, according to the recipe that I've got there, they want you to rinse it off and get all that excess salt off there and then tear it up. But as soon as we go that way, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just move everything quick. Do I have in here that I need? I think it's just... No, flour's over there. Alright, nope, we're good on this end. Give me just 1 second. Boy, this thing's probably not going to last too terribly much longer if it keeps going at the rate it is. Okay. I need 2 tablespoons butter. That looks good enough to me. And milk. Hang on 1 second, I'll be right back over there. A little bit of lemon. I'm just going to go ahead and measure up my ingredients while that warms up. So we're waiting for this to boil. As soon as it does, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of sugar. Amateur cooking is amateur because amateur. Alright. However, what? I'll fucking read that later here. Ah, fuck, dude. Oh, I spilled sugar on the fucking counter. Sorry, everything's just kind of like off screen here at the moment, but that's just because I'm working on getting everything measured out here quick. I should be showing you all of that. So I just poured the milk, and I guess I can show you the measuring cups. It calls for 2 cups of milk for the S.O.S, for the gravy and everything. So I've just got 1 3/4 because that's what you need in order to mix it in there. Okay, that's starting to boil. So when I bring that to a boil, stir in sugar and lemon juice. Well, that's empty. Get more lemon juice here really quick. Take just a moment. So it says just use a tablespoon. This isn't even open. Fantastic. I actually need a toothpick out of here, so it'll be just 1 second. Oh boy. Well, that actually works a little bit better, doesn't it? Because now we can actually see me. Yeah. Put that back on for just half a second. I will get my... I love this little measuring shot glass I picked up the other day. I think it's perfect. So the reason I titled the stream Cooks instead of Bakes is because, in all honesty, we're not baking anything today. This is all going to be just cooked. Hang on a second, I got to turn my AC off. Because for some reason or another, the pipe likes to freeze up on me, and that sucks. Absolutely sucks. Two tablespoons sugar. And a tablespoon lemon. Go ahead and just stir that in here really quick. See, the thing is the S.O.S isn't actually going to take altogether that long. It should take maybe, I want to say, 4 or 5 minutes. And then I do need to get my toaster. Perfect. That actually smells super sweet. So, I'm pretty excited. I need to get rid of all this sugar on my counter quick, so bear with me while I do a little bit of off-screen cleaning. Alright, there's that. Now, rinse dried beef, rip into small pieces. I'm going to go ahead and rinse the dried beef really quick. And what I'll do is I'll move it over here since this is not on just yet. And I will tear everything up right here, kind of so you can see what I'm up to otherwise. And we'll go from there. But it'll be just a moment, because I want to get this rinsed off really quick to try to get some of that, oh yeah, no, get some of that extra salt off there. Oh God, how absolutely terrifying. Just unbelievable. I did not expect to see that much salt come off. It's actually darkened the water in the sink right now with how much that is just actually very scary. So I'm going to use all 5 ounces because I'm a fatty and I like to, you know, I just didn't want to have any left over in there. Like half an ounce would have been, who knows, for something else. Okay. And we got that dry enough here. That is not yet back to boiling. So I tell you what, we'll return that to heat for just a second here. And now I'm going to start tearing up my my beef. Into small chunks, it says. So we're going to try to get it as small a chunk as we can get, at the same time trying to optimize how much I'm ripping on at a time here. I don't want to get too small, but at the same time it's got to be ripped up here. That is starting to get like super hot. At least it's visible at this point, you know? Alright, let's keep ripping here. So that noise in the background, and unfortunately there was sometime last week there was a fire just, you know, on my block. And I'm not any kind of suspect because in all honesty I had an alibi. I wasn't home till the fire, you know, was like almost taken care of. They called in guys from my old hometown and just like dealt with it, but still absolutely sucks. Because I thought they would be tearing into it. So, we are just about done chunking up the beef for my S.O.S. The water should be just about boiling there for the corn. Yeah, it's good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that from heat. I'm going to wash my hands. All the grease from the beef. Now, I should probably move this off the heat. Actually, I didn't even shut it off. What the hell was I doing? All right. I'm going to set that back here. And we're going to use that to make the S.O.S. And we got our sweet corn, and it says to carefully put them in ever so gently. So what we've added to the water, if you didn't already know, we added 2 tablespoons of sugar and a tablespoon of lemon. And we're supposed to just go ahead and gently add these 6 ears of corn. I'm going to make sure I don't splash, because that's hot. That's boiling hot. Alright. Now that those are in there, remove from heat and let the corn cook in the water for about 10 minutes. I'm going to just put that lid back on there to keep that heat going. So, I was about to look at my time. So 1 second here, I'm going to get the timer started. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Starting now.
Alright. So we've got that going. Next step, with regards to starting our S.O.S. We need our little saucepan, 2 tablespoons butter. I am pretty sure that might be 2 tablespoons butter. We need to melt the butter in the pan, right? Once the pan's melted the ball of butter, we can go ahead and add our beef. Whoop, whoop. Right? Rinse the dried beef, pat it dry. Boy, that's hot. That's very hot. Woo, it's skating around. That's pretty fun. Melt butter in pan. Add dry beef. Cook 2 to 3 minutes until brown. So once it's brown, what we'll do is we'll have to add flour. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and get my 1/4 cup flour. I should have measured that out before I even started. There you are, my all-purpose flour. Because the idea behind S.O.S. Woo! Look at him go! Looks like fun, don't it? Yeah. So I've got my flour now sitting right here. And once this butter is completely melted, I will go ahead and throw this in here, brown it for just a couple minutes. I got my handy-dandy wristwatch on. I guess I could just use the time on the stove. All right. We'll go ahead and I will, whoops, sorry about that. I bumped my probably shouldn't have left it chunked up like that. Son of a gun. You know, hindsight's 20/20. All right, so we start this whole thing. 2 minutes you go. All right, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm gonna put that on medium. So I hope everyone's doing all right today. It's nom 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 time. Yeah, it is. Josie, how are you doing today? You're groovy? Phenomenal. I wish I had broken it up a little bit more. But hey, I have enough here to make more of this too. You got Wi-Fi back for a short while. Fantastic! That's good to hear. That way you don't have to abscond with your phone anymore. You're free to keep that for yourself. Yep. All right, so my next step in this whole endeavor, since it's been about 3 minutes since we started doing this here, I am supposed to add my flour. Maybe. Okay, there's my flour. Let's get this mixed in here. So, Josie, have you ever had, it's called shit on a shingle. And a coworker of mine put me up to it, and I have to say, it's not a bad idea. It's basically just, let's see. It is, add 1 3/4 cup milk, salt and pepper, and bring to boil. I'm not going to put any salt and pepper in it. There is my 1 3 cups milk. You've never heard of it. Well, yeah, it's not something people make a lot of, in all honesty. And it's more something I remember having when I was a kid. My mother would make it occasionally. Oops, I think I got a little something burnt to the counter here. So bring it to boil. Let's crank this sucker up. I can't let it sit though because I spilled. I fouled it. Shit. That is going to take a little bit of extra grease to get off there. Oh my God, I got to quit doing that. I'm going to slowly turn this now, because I'm an idiot. There's got to be something I can use to clean that up right away. Man. Well, let's not turn that up any higher, but I need this to boil. So it's supposed to be a gravy. I know you did, and I'm gonna fix it. Don't fucking freak out on me yet. Fuck! Okay, well, it is at what is essentially a boil. So, I want to thicken it up just a little bit more, because I like my gravies to be fairly thick. It's a teeny spill. The spilling is not the issue. What the issue is the burning. Okay, so I'm going to make some toast really quick. It'll be just a second once I figure out where the toaster's at. Oh, fuck. 2 sliced toaster, huh? Sorry, I won't be able to see chat just yet. Yeah, that figures. So, that little alarm is my indication that the corn is done. Which is good. So the corn's done. I just need to find a way to get that out of there, shall we? None of those utensils in there. Okay, that'll work. I got a lot of cleaning to do tonight. I think that turned out alright. Let me see something quick. Maybe it didn't. Hang on. I'm going to take a bite out of this just to see what it is, how it is. If it's actually, like, soft or not yet. No, that's some pretty good sweet corn. Might need a little minute extra, actually. I'm going to keep that piece for myself, though. And we're just going to put that lid back on there for a little bit yet. Stir this up again. And I'm just waiting for the toast. Yes, good. And I need a spoon. And there we have shit on a shingle. So it's just our shredded beef on top of some toast. All in all, some pretty good stuff. Along with our sweet corn, it should be pretty good. What? Shit on a shingle? Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I think this is all I'm going to have time for here on this little impromptu stream. I got a lot of cleaning to do and a lot of making up on that one. So I will go ahead and let everybody go. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope, if anything, you might be able to take something away from how to make it yourselves. I fully intend to stream more tomorrow, just video games. I wanted to push one more stream in just to kind of do this since it was a first-time cooking thing. So have a good night, everybody.